everyone. Thanks for watching my 2 cents about safety with Bruno, no BS. Today we're going to talk about forklift safety with my guest today, my good friend Greg Boom. With over 30 years working for one of the largest distributors in our nation, Beacon Roof and Supply. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good, Bruno. How are you today?
I'm doing good. So far, so good. Can't complain. I'm going to play a video, and I want you to tell me what went wrong with this video, okay? So tell me, what went wrong with the video?
Well, other than I'm laughing my you-know-what off. First of all, if that guy is working for Beacon, that's going to be a real problem for us. Probably will be out of his job. But first of all, there was no driver on the forklift. Second of all, he rigged the forklift to go in circles. I don't know how he even did that.
I mean, it's a natural skill. So what do you think it is?
I'm telling you. And then he climbed on the top of the forklift on the rack, and without any problem. That was just amazing to me. And he's not holding on. He's not tied off. Not that you would tie off to a rack up on top of a forklift anyway. He has no hard hat. He has no safety goggles. God forbid if anyone is around him in the warehouse, because that thing is a hazard and a half, man. I mean, this guy was breaking all the forklift safety.
All I can think is how many times he tried that and he failed. How many times, right?
Exactly.
So he probably damaged a lot of forklift.
I was speechless at first when I watched it, and then I'm like, okay, now let's figure out what he did wrong. Oh my gosh, incredible.
Okay, so tell me something. So how Beacon, will work with the employee using a forklift? So how is?
Oh yeah. Every single one of our warehouse staff has to be forklift certified. So they go through a vigorous training process when they onboard, if they're a new employee, and then each year they have to get recertified for forklift safety.
Okay, do they get certified by you guys, or it's another,
Yeah, it's an internal certification. Yeah, but we follow the guidelines of OSHA and and forklift safety requirements, by regulators.
Do they have someone to spot them on certain areas, or what kind of equipments they need to use it?
Yeah, so anytime there's a new piece of equipment, then they will have an assistant or call it a team leader that will train them how to use that piece of equipment.
In case of any accident, what it would be then, not a fatal accident, of course, but in case of an accident, so what's the next step?
So if one of our employees has an accident with a forklift, first of all, we have an investigation. So the warehouse leader will and the branch manager will form an investigation. They'll find out what happened, what went right, what went wrong, what caused the accident, and identify next steps or action steps to avoid that accident from happening again.
It could even be a way to sometimes do a drug test, right? In case
absolutely.
There's
absolutely.
an accident.
Yes, I will tell you this. Yes, if it's a serious accident, then yes, that employee will be drug tested immediately. Over my 38 years with one company, Allied Beacon, we've had two fatalities that I recall very vividly dealing with forklifts. We had one accident. It was actually a brand new acquisition we had made in Maryland. And the young man, first of all, did not have a cage on top of his forklift. So that was a problem. And then ran the forklift into a rack, which was holding, 3 levels of material, and the material all fell on top of him. So that was one accident. That was a fatality. And the other one was one of our interior branches, drywall and steel stud distribution yards in Massachusetts. Again, these accidents were years and years ago. This individual got off his forklift, thought he had put the parking brake on, and was adjusting the forks in between two pallets of drywall.
Right.
And
Wow.
the forklift re-engaged and crushed him.
Oh my gosh. Sorry to
Yeah,
hear
it was
that.
terrible.
Because the sad
Terrible,
thing,
yeah.
it's not even about the company, it's about the fatality, you know?
Exactly,
People dying.
exactly.
No one
But
wants to be the guy to call
Yep.
the family and say, hey, unfortunately, your
Yeah.
brother,
yeah,
your sister, your husband, your uncle died
yes,
in a freak
absolutely.
accident.
Nobody wants
You
to
know?
make those phone calls. Nobody. And
All
trust
right.
me, that it's very hard to do that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, my friend. It was a pleasure talking to you.
You got it, buddy.
I appreciate your, input on this video.
Anytime,
No
my
problem,
friend.
buddy. You be safe out there.
All right, you take care.